in 2010, and this is the last figures I have and that I know, so I'll share it, but in 2010, tourists that came to Belize spent 250 million US dollars. That's 500 million Belize dollars. When we looked at what those tourists spent visiting a protected area, it was $2.8 million, or 5.6 million Belize dollars. In other words, tourists spent $500 million in the Belizean economy, but contributed only 5.6 million to the protected areas themselves. That's 1.12%. Even if we were to assume that 60% of all the tourists who came to Belize went to a protected area, that's still $150 million. That's, and as I said, 5.6, that's 1.8%. In other words, we wouldn't get that number of tourists coming to Belize if we didn't have the kind of attractions that we had. And so in the financial sustainability strategy, it was also looking at other fees in which we can generate more income from the users of protected areas. Now, the PACT Amendment Act also calls for the payment of 20% of the concession fees from protected areas to go into the PACT fund. So you can imagine where if a forest concession is given and that concession is in a protected area, like a forest reserve, then 20% of the value of that should be paid into the PAC. The same go with all recreational fees in protected areas. So if you have a zipline that happens in a protected area, according to the PACT Act, 20% of those fees should go into the PAC.